Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. I hope you're having a good one. What's good, what's good, what's good? Oof, I am ill prepared tonight because I was supposed to have already poured my glass of wine that I was very much enjoying. So I'm very upset. Greetings, Joaquin, in his house. So, I don't know, it could just be me and you tonight, bruh. That could be it. But tonight's question. What is the number one meme on Solana? Bonk, dog with hat, GMB TV, just saying, or other. If it's other, put it in the comments. VJ in the house. I am good, thank you. How are you? Did you hear today's question? Henson in the house. So, Paul Suick, what's going on? All is grand, thank you. Hope all is grand on your side. I know you know what's really cool about this community? People will drop me notes like, hey, sorry, I'm not going to be able to make today's show. How awesome is that? How awesome is that? That we all just look at it as learning from each other, teaching each other, and just all around just hanging out with each other. That's pretty damn cool. Pretty damn cool. Lamar Williams, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Henson, I am great, my man. I am great. Thank you. I hope you are too. Let me just see something. Yeah, it's been a minute since Lamar was here. Wow. It's been a long minute. Episode 74. We're at 157 now. What, you just escaping? Like, what's that about, man? What's that about? You just take off and don't say nothing to nobody? Did you bring cookies? I was just wondering, asking for a friend. So I can only stay a little while tonight. That's a shame because you know we like having you here. So again, I will go over this one more time. I'll go over it through the whole show. What is the number one meme coin on Solana? Is it Bonk, Dog with Hat, GMB TV, or other? Now, let's get to the news. So you're most welcome. SBI VC acquired DMM Bitcoin assets. DMM Bitcoin got hit with a hack and they had to shut down. So SBI VC is buying the assets. Smart move. But it does make you wonder, what are you doing? Nothing nefarious. I think it's all good. I think they're making strategic moves. So I definitely want to know what's going on. Yeah, I've been in the Solana trenches losing my money. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Excuse me, but it depends on what your price point is and what your stomach, what your gut is like during the. So, all right. So I'm going to tell you guys something. So I'm working on the next book. It is not going to be a year-end wrap up. It is going. All right. It's going to be about GMB3. A lot of people have been asking me, so I said, all right, fine, let me write GMB3. We already had a class on doing your own research, learning how to do your own research, right? So it only made sense that I write the other two sections of the book. Boom. So that's what I'm working on now, hoping to have it done within the next month or so. It takes a lot of time to actually bang it out. You got to have graphics, all that super stuff in there, because I don't want it to just be a text-based book. I actually want to show some graphics and, put some stuff in there and make it look party. Make it look a party. So, what else do we have? Oh, we've got Pascoco. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I apologize if I'm not. Welcome. And welcome D Hughes. What's good? What's good? What's good? So, they bought DMM after their $305 million hack. How painful is that? But smart move on SBI VC. Something else that's going on. Apparently, the new regime is coming in with a whole bunch of people, and I have to interrupt my thought. Why? Because Corey H is cracking me up. No, I did not mention that, sir. He's asking if I mentioned that I'm recording an audiobook version of Crypto Foundations. I have not decided to do that, although I probably should. I have not done it yet, though. It's something I'm contemplating, but there's a lot on the plate, as you can imagine. We've got a lot of stuff going on. We have so much stuff going on. I just haven't had the time. I just haven't had the time because you've got to get it right. You've got to get that, get everything right about an audiobook. Do I choose an actor? Do I use AI? Are people going to get pissed off because I used AI? Are they going to get pissed off because I didn't use my own voice? You guys don't want to hear me. Trust me. I caught the end of a podcast that was talking about the Chainlink Aave partnership disrupting crypto forever. Can you explain, please? I'll get to that. Disrupting forever. Nothing's forever, man. Nothing is 100% and nothing is 0%. Just keep that in mind. So the new regime is coming in the door, and there are a couple of people that are just advisors, meaning because they're just advisors, they don't have to give anything up. One of them is Vivek Ramaswamy. He owns Strive. Or he's a partner at Strive, but I believe he owns it. Strive is filing, let me get this straight. Strive files for an actively managed Bitcoin bonds ETF targeting companies like MicroStrategy and others that offer unique exposure to Bitcoin through convertible bonds and financial products. Ta-da! So kind of a backdoor way of buying into a company, buying their debt, buying into a company without actually buying into that company. Cush hands in the house and love my Yoda. What's going on? So there's a lot. There's a lot. Let me get to Joaquin's question. He wrote, I caught the end of a podcast and they were talking about how the Chainlink Aave partnership could disrupt crypto forever. Can you explain? Now, I've touched on this a few times. Well, ain't nothing up but the sky. Just doing what we do. All jokes aside, if you look at what Aave does, Aave controls or currently enjoys 64% of the DeFi market. Cool. Chainlink is by far the number one oracle on the planet. By far. Not a little bit. By far. Like big. Put those two together. What does Chainlink bring to the table? They're the number one oracle. They're setting themselves up to be the number one place for dApps and everybody else to work with. They're setting themselves up for a lot of interoperability between chains. So cross-chain, tokens, they have that. It's called CCT. Then they also have CCIP, which is cross-chain interoperability protocol. So you've got a lot of stuff going on. A lot. What does Aave bring to the table? Well, DeFi. And I want you to understand, the perspective on DeFi. What is DeFi? What is DeFi? Banking. Right? I mean, it's everything except, paying, helping you have fiat and pay your bills and all that stuff. But it's really offering things like mortgages, loans, that kind of stuff. Staking. So DeFi is huge. Huge. Decentralized finance. Huge. Go look up Project Guardian. They were involved in Project Guardian and a whole bunch of other things. Go look at Chainlink. Chainlink is in bed with Swift, who's also in bed with over 11,000 banks around the world. So Chainlink is getting walked into all of these various banks. Chainlink is also putting in its roots in the real world asset tokenization space. Wow. People were wondering, how did Chainlink get to $35 recently? That's how. They're cutting deals left and right. So the combination of Chainlink and Aave, both leaders in their space, that is formidable. That is formidable. And remember, Chainlink doesn't have to give anybody an exclusive because they're the world's number one oracle. So if I'm looking at this partnership, Aave kind of needs Chainlink more than Chainlink needs Aave. Still a great deal for both of them, obviously, duh. But still, Chainlink is making moves, making huge moves. And some would say that Pyth has better tech. Now, hold on a minute. Everybody's going to have to rethink their tech to see if they're vulnerable to new quantum technology, right? Let's not get it twisted. Quantum technology is not what people think it is. It's different. And it's good for certain things and not good for others. So you're not necessarily going to replace your desktop computer with a quantum computer. That's not the way it works. It's totally different. So, but there are things that you can do. It's great at certain kinds of math. So when you look at these things, you sit back and you kind of go, would that change crypto forever? Maybe. Doubtful. Nobody stays number one forever. Throughout history, name something that's maintained forever in terms of finance, right? Nobody. The UK didn't, right? Romans didn't. Nobody. Yo, Coach Kevin, the realtor, what's good? So when you look at that, it's a powerful combination, but is it going to change crypto forever? That's not how I would be looking at it. That's really not how I'd be looking at it. But I would be looking at the combination of arguably the hottest tokenization platform, Chainlink, and number one, Oracle, right? Tokenization, just look at what it can do. Tokenization, Oracle, boom. Then Aave in DeFi. Tokenization, DeFi. So do you think I should be going out there and buying? I should be telling my kids, hey, we need to rack up on some Aave. We need to rack up on some Chainlink. I'll be racking up Chainlink for damn sure. I have some Aave, not worried about it, but I really want to rack up on some Chainlink. Chainlink is sub $100. People are like, man, Chainlink ain't going to do nothing, man. Let me see. What's Chainlink at right now? Chainlink's at what, 24 bucks? Hit 35 recently. People are going to be like, oh, man, Chainlink ain't going to do nothing. Listen to my words. Chainlink is currently sub $100. I'm not just tossing that around frivolously. The reason why I say it is because the number of deals that they've already done, the number of deals that they could do, and where that takes them. Again, Chainlink is a part of of what I call the connective tissue. Just saying. Is it Mallory? I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. I greatly apologize. But welcome. Chainlink is my biggest bag. Been wanting to add Aave. Oh yeah, I wouldn't even blink. Feel me? Like that. So somebody had asked me to do a video on how to, not what to put into my portfolio, but how to build my portfolio, or how to build a crypto portfolio. And I've been thinking about doing that. And I'm kind of like, I should so do that. I should absolutely do that. But then I thought, damn, I should really put that in the book. That's the GMB 3 right there. How do you do it? You do your own research, right? You know your entries and exits, right? And then you invest deliberately. Of course, I mean, I'm going to add more detail and stuff like that. But in betwixt all of that is how you build your portfolio. And that's without me saying, oh, you need to have this coin, this coin, this coin. You guys are not my kids. I do that with my kids. I even do it with my mom, who's a freaking terror at the moment. My mother is a terror at the moment. She's like, she designs jewelry. And she's like, oh, I designed some jewelry and somebody bought it like this. Oh, that's immediately going into crypto. I'm going to be buying this. I'm going to be buying this. I'm a part of the big baggers and all this stuff, and I can do blah, 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 blah. Well, she's my mother. Of course, she can review all the videos and stuff. So she's like, oh, I'm already involved in PAX G, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, oh my God, I've created an absolute monster. And of course, my mother was the first person to read the book. So there's that. Yo, Unitech in the house. Was good, was good, was good. That actually made me smile. He's been trying to catch up to our lives for a while, and welcome. I've been adding chain links since 2021. What about Pith? What about the Pith project? I have nothing against Pith. I have nothing against Pith whatsoever. Right? If it were me, I'm probably always going to invest in the number 2. Right? In certain cases, I'm probably going to say, yeah, I got some money on the number 1, but there's nothing wrong with investing in the number 2. Nothing at all. Pith has different technology, supposedly more, more efficient, right? What they don't have. So like if you look at Chainlink, they've got all the data. They're the biggest oracle. If you look at Pith, they want to be a big oracle. It's going to take a long time to cut those deals the way Chainlink has, even though they have the better tech. It's going to take a minute. So I would invest in Pith, even though they're in the same space. I would invest in Pith because they exist for a different reason. Same reason, but different tech makes it a different reason for me. Because, I'm a geek. Just saying. Yo, Rick Ritchie in his house. Rick, we could probably sit down and have a talk over which one has a better upside and not. You're not going to be able to thumb a nose at Chainlink for a long time, and it'll be a really long time before Pith could ever catch up to Chainlink. It's not that they can't. It's just it'll be a dumb long time before they could, because that would mean that Chainlink is just going to sit there and do nothing, and Pith is going to pick up all these deals. That's not the way it works. It's not the way it works. So Aave choosing Chainlink is a strategic move, right? They could have chosen Pith. What do they not get with Pith? Oh, access to all that data. They don't get any of that. You want to know what else? The world's largest DeFi project also gets their hands on? An indirect relationship with Swift, which is an indirect relationship with all those banks. So the partnership between Swift and Chainlink, Aave gets to tap into that. And go look up Project Guardian. Do me that solid. Go look up Project Guardian, who's involved. Just saying. You know what? I wonder if I have notes. Well, I know I have notes. Let's see. Man, we've been talking about Project Guardian since June 20th, 2022. That's just crazy. Give me a moment. I'm looking for who's involved. Let me do this. Quote project. Because I like to. This is the reason why we have notes. Project Guardian. It was Onyx, which they that's JP Morgan's Onyx, which they changed the name. So JP Morgan was involved. DBS Bank was involved. Mm-hmm. Give me a moment. Bear with me. Because I want to give you all of the names. Polygon was involved, is involved. Aave is involved. Uniswap is involved. So do you see how that works? That whole thing, decentralized finance, these companies know it's here. It's not that it's coming. They know it's here. So just listen to the names that are already involved. Aave, Uniswap, Polygon. Just those 3. Then you figure a lot of the banks are also looking, and more projects have signed on since then. Then a lot of the banks are looking at Hutanic. I wasn't expecting you to be here. I was going to talk a whole bunch of nonsense about you, but I guess I can't now because you're here. What's up, buddy? So when I think about what it can do in terms of that partnership, that's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. I did not realize Pith was on Solana. Yeah, if it's on Solana, yeah, that's going to make me cry for them. I'm not being mean, but it's going to make me cry for them. Why? Because any project that's on Solana that wishes to have real-time transactions, be involved in real-time transactions. It's not going to happen so long as you're on Solana, period. So would I buy Pith right now? No, not until they tell me they're going to move to another platform. Cardano, I mean, I'm just saying. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying. You can move to Cardano. I appreciate that, Hutanic. I mean, I still don't think it's a terrible thing, because it's not all that tough to move to another network. But if I'm Pith and I'm on Solana, a lot of projects had left Polygon to go to Solana. They had left other platforms to go to Solana. If they want to have real world transactions, you're not going to get that on Solana. I released an article, last week or the week before last, about how enterprise organizations are not choosing Solana because of that. That and other reasons, but they don't have the resilience. They're saying they don't have the security, and that uptime is a major freaking problem. So if that's where Pith is, yeah, I recant. I'm not buying Pith. I do not have a bag of Pith, by the way. I was going to. Just never executed. It's sort of like Ondo. I had nothing against Ondo. I just never executed. My gut didn't follow through. My gut was like, yeah, we could do some research on Ondo. And then something else came up. My gut said, go do that. By the time I was done doing that, my gut was like, we could let that go. I listened to my gut. I absolutely listened to my gut. So Unitech, I hope that answers your question about Pith and everything else. Sol is a wooden roller coaster without seat belts. I was on a wooden roller coaster a few years ago. I will never, ever do that again. You have no idea. Nothing is even. So it's like just going over a bumpy road, and you're just like that. And it goes straight up through your body. There's no cushion, no nothing. Nothing. And I'm like, yeah, nah, I'm too old for that. Yeah, give me one of them nice cushy roller coasters. They got that nice suspension. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You know, I'll go upside down. I'll do all that stuff. But that wooden roller coaster, and it didn't do anything like this because it's a wooden roller coaster. It was painful. Yeah, not doing that again. What else happened? Tonight's question. Let me repeat that. Tonight's question. What is the number one meme on Solana? Bonk, dog with hat, GMB TV, or other? And other, Joaquin said it was Pengu. So if you tap other, I need to know. So 2 people said other. So somebody didn't tell me something. What else do we have? We've got Germany passes a MiCA-driven Digital Finance Act. Yeah, I don't think that's the way to go. I don't think MiCA's the way to go. I think MiCA's heavy-handed. What was it? 15 accounts on X were hacked. 15 accounts on X were hacked. Mind you, it's only been 2 weeks since Charles Hoskinson's account was hacked, or Cardano's account was hacked. It's been less than a week and a half or a week that Vivek Ramaswamy, whatever his last name is, his account was hacked. Why are people still posting important things on X as if it's an important platform? It's riddled with freaking holes. It's the Solana of freaking social media. Ooh, I just coined that. That's not a t-shirt level thing. That's horrible. It's horrible to be called the Solana of social media. Tell me that's not bad. But they are. Every 2 seconds you're hearing about somebody got hacked. 15 accounts got hacked. You can't tell me that these people don't have 2-factor authentication. So what's the common thread? It's always X. Not Instagram. Facebook had that problem eons ago. And it's not the platform that got hacked. It's the person that had, cheesy ass security and somebody was gunning for them. Big difference. There were holes. Fixed it. X has not fixed jack. Yet people use it to release. I mean, don't you think about that? New regime comes into office and they want to use X to drop news. Yeah, nah, that should not be an official thing. Back in the day, maybe, but now, nah. Every There hasn't been a week for weeks that we haven't spoken about somebody's X account being hacked. Think about that. For weeks. I don't know if that's a good thing. And what are they doing? They're always pushing, BS meme coins. Always pushing BS meme coins. Oh, Rick Ritchie, you said Pudgy Penguins. Pengu. Okay, so I'll know. Duly noted. You said other, and it was Pudgy Penguins. Got it. What else happened? Let's see. SHIB, the metaverse, is coming, and they're introducing virtual real estate on the platform for trading and development, complementing its current ecosystem. Expansions like Shibarium and gaming ventures, boosting blockchain adoption. Yo, Shiba Inu is making moves for sure. For sure. I just look at Shiba Inu and I'm just like, why? I hope people don't sleep on it. I hope people stop sleeping on it. You want to know something else that I noticed? What was it? Where was the news article? I just said this earlier today. KULR Technology. Don't ask me what it stands for. Publicly traded company, KULR. Also adopting the MicroStrategy, idea of adding Bitcoin to its treasury. And I'm sitting back and I'm going, are people watching this? Are people watching these companies go out there and adopt the same strategy and buying up Bitcoin? I'm just saying. You should be paying attention to it. You really should be paying attention. If you're new to crypto or you know somebody that is not interested in crypto, what is it that they need to actually stop and go, well, I believe in crypto. I'm trying to understand what will it take? Rafi, what's good? I'm trying to understand, what will it take for these people to actually just stop and read a book? I mean, my book would be nice, but read a freaking book. Learn about crypto. Watch some damn videos. I mean, we've got thousands of videos up. Hundreds at the very least. I think we're in the thousands. I know we're over 1,000, well over 1,000. And I'm just like, Joaquin, I think Joaquin gets the prize tonight. Tesla, Cybertruck, and X issues make Elon a meme target. I cannot argue with that. Where's Captain Banana? I haven't seen Captain Banana. That's odd. But yeah, so that's a lot going on. You've got BlackRock increasing Bitcoin ETF holdings to 17 million. BlackRock's Global Allocation Fund raises its IBIT Bitcoin ETF investment by 117%, contributing to the $35.4 billion in inflows to US ETFs, Bitcoin ETFs, in less than a year. And let's not forget that I also said that between the ETFs around the world, MicroStrategy, and governments, they own already 31% of the Bitcoin. Best be going to get yours. Oh, that's awesome. Hutanic, thank you so much. So Hutanic wrote that his family got my book for Christmas and it was well received. Oh, dude, I don't have a problem with the ETFs. I don't have a problem at all with the ETFs. You want to know why? I think there's going to come an inflection point where people that invested in the ETFs are going to go, okay, I've been with the ETF long enough. I've made my money. I did my research. I'm going to go buy my own. So let me pull my money out of here and go buy my own. Boom. I think it's just it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Why would you pay a middle person to go buy on your behalf? I mean, I can understand if you're using a centralized exchange. I get it. But that's not what this is. This is literally somebody saying, oh, here, take my money and please go invest it in Bitcoin or Ethereum or one of the other ETFs or ETPs that's out there. Please, please, sir, thank you. And let me pay you for that privilege. Done lost your damn mind. That's only going to work for so long. Jay Iverson, what's going on? So I sit back and because at first I was feeling like you. I was kind of like, yeah, ETFs suck, man. Then I was like, no, I am disappointed with average. All right, you know what? I'll read it out loud. Hutanik says, I am disappointed with the average IQ of our citizens. You want to know what's worse? It's not just the average IQ of our citizens. It's the fact that they don't care about it. They don't care to learn. Everybody that's watching me right now, that's a part of the Grow My Bag community, all of you are completely different than everybody else. Why? Because you want to learn. You don't come here to have me tell you what to do, because I don't do that. Well, except for the GMB3. Do your own research, know your entries and exits, and invest deliberately. That's what I tell you to do. But I don't tell you, buy this coin. I tell you if I'm buying that coin. I'll tell you why I'm buying that coin. I'll tell you why I'm not buying this coin. But I don't tell you what you're supposed to do. All of you come here, you listen, you take it in, and then you go do your own thing based on your own research. But there are people out there that want to be told what to do. They're lemmings. They're lemmings. They're freaking lemmings. So if this one jumps off the cliff, the rest of the whole line is jumping off the cliff. Some of you might be young, might not remember that game, but yeah, it was a big deal back in the day. Hutanik, don't look at it from the disappointing side. This is what I told myself a while ago. Don't look at it from the disappointing side. Here's the real deal, everybody. Here's the real freaking deal. I tell you guys all the time, I started these videos because of my kids. I don't want to have my kids sit there and listen to daddy ramble on. Watch the video. You can speed it up. You can slow it down. You can do whatever you want. You can pause it, take some notes, do whatever you want. But I made it so that they could watch these videos on their own time if they so choose. Right? I don't tell them well, I mean, they're my kids. Of course, I tell them what to do and stuff like that. But I don't really tell them what to do. They're grown. Well, except for they're my kids. They'll never be grown. I don't care what the hell anybody says. They're my babies. All jokes aside, though, that's why I started the videos. Because I need to know that I'm doing my job. Right? If you've got kids, you've got to do your job. And teach them well. Now, they have some friends that I've spoken to that I've tried to help out, that kind of thing. If you can do that, that's gravy. But at the very least, take care of your own. At the very least, be an adult and take care of your own. Wouldn't that make the world a better place if everybody just took care of their own? Just start there. Yes, there are others in need. When you're done taking care of these, or if you can spare some time to help out with others, great. That's the gravy. But at the very least, make sure your kids don't F up. I don't mean normal mistakes. I mean like really F up. Right? See, that was good. I caught that. My mother can't hit me. Just saying. But don't look at it from their perspective. Look at it from your family's perspective. They don't see the wave coming. Those other people don't see the wave coming. Not your problem. Not your problem. Our problem is making sure that we know there's a wave coming and we know how to handle the wave. While they're getting crushed up against the rocks, we're on the surfboards just chilling. Know what I'm saying? This is what I mean. I can't take care of the world. I cannot take care of the world. I'd be like boiling the ocean. I can't do it. As good as I think I am, as good as I wish I was, I can't do it. But the dumbing down and the laziness of people seems to be just growing. I told you guys the other night, you should really go watch that movie Wall-E. W-A-L-L-E. I think it's a Disney movie. Go watch that movie. I know it's a cartoon, but trust me, the lesson's there. You'll see it immediately. You'll see it immediately. I'm telling you, go watch that movie. Go watch that movie. You're going to see a robot work harder to preserve humanity than humanity. It sounds funny, but it's not. Civilizations last 1 to maybe be 2 centuries if you include Rome and Egypt dynasties. Other than that, we are overdue for changes. Yeah, I know what you meant. Empires. Yep. Nothing lasts, nothing stays as number one. Nothing stays as number one. And it's funny, when you weren't on yet, but I had given the example of, the UK didn't do it. Romans didn't do it. Just saying, you got to pay attention to this stuff. You got to pay attention to this stuff. And what's funny is that while we're out here trying to share information and everything else, there are others out there that are spending a lot of time, spreading FUD. Remember the other day I went off on somebody, spreading FUD, and I was really ticked off about it? Yeah, this is why. I told you guys before, if I wanted to be an a-hole, I would spread FUD because it would get me way more views and I'd make way more money. How the hell would I look at my kids? There are honest ways to make money. There are honest ways to make money. I don't want to look at my kids and be like, oh, my dad is kind of an a-hole. He made his money like this. Sooner or later, it comes back to bite you. You can be loaded. You know how many families are no longer loaded because their kids got dumbed down? Blew the family fortune? Yeah, that happens. There are a lot of people right now that are absolutely loaded that if they lost their money, they would not know what to do because they don't have that jump start. Just saying. Just something that I pay attention to, which is why I tell all of my kids, a lot of times there are learning opportunities, and that's all you have to do is take advantage of the opportunity. Right? There's a pearl in almost every day in life. You just have to take advantage of the opportunity. That's all. The rest of the world is catching up and passing us, meaning the United States. Yeah. This actually does have something to do with money, and I just want you to bear with me for a minute. In the United States, we're allowed to put all kinds of chemicals into our food because it preserves our food, makes it last longer, all this other stuff. There's a documentary about corn syrup. You should find that documentary and read it and see how bad it is. It's all because of greed. It's all because of greed. Go overseas. Go to Europe. Yeah, they're not allowed to do that crap there. They're not allowed to do that crap there. There are honest ways of making money. Messing with your food supply. This is not a conspiracy theory. This is actually fact. In the United States, one of the reasons why we're the fattest country in the world is because, or one of the fattest countries in the world, is because of all the crap that we put into our food. All the crap that we put in our food supply. Okay, that's one. Two. Then you see all of these drugs come out that say, we can help you lose weight. But you have to keep taking the drug to keep the weight off. Everything comes down to chemicals. Like I said, there are honest ways of making money. There are honest ways. And it annoys me that in so many ways we've been dumbed down. So I'm thrilled that right now we've got a community of people that are saying, I refuse to be dumbed down. I want to learn. I want to learn. Tonight, I learned something. I learned something just about every single live, I learned something. What did I learn tonight? That Pith is on Solana. I didn't invest in it, which means I didn't do deep dive research on it. I do deep dive researches when I care about something. But now that I know it's on Solana, yeah, I'm not buying the number 2, right? Because it's on Solana. That was a bad decision. No matter what your tech is, that was a bad decision. Go fix it. When you fix it, then maybe I'll take a peek. But until you do, like when everybody talks about, oh, Pith is going to take over Chainlink, maybe. It's highly possible. It's highly possible that somebody's going to take over Chainlink, but it'll be so long. That's why I look at people and they go, oh, Solana's going to bypass, it's going to bunny hop Ethereum. Do you think Ethereum's sitting there doing nothing? Seriously? Yeah, nah. I suspect Solana will fall before it ever comes close to bypassing Ethereum, bunny hopping Ethereum. Yeah. Street drugs back in the 80s, 90s compared to the pharmaceuticals that are out today. Legal pharmaceuticals. Yeah, nah. And it's big business. It is big business, which is why I tell people they've been making big money hand over fist, okay? And some of them are putting that money to use buying Bitcoin. So now they're buying Bitcoin, and you mean all these people are just going to sit on the sidelines? Their level of investment knowledge is, well, I put my money in the bank. I have a 401k. That's really nice. Most 401ks won't make it for you to be able to retire. Just saying, you might want to rethink what you're doing. I told you what my plan was. I'm going to put into a 401k, right? This is what I tell my kids. Put into a 401k up until that point where they're matching you dollar for dollar. Once you hit that point, all done. No more 401k. Go invest your own money. Stocks, bonds, options, crypto. Crypto first. Just saying. Because what is it going to do for you? Something between Jack and sugar honey iced tea. So yeah, I'm looking at KULR technology joining the long and growing list of companies that are buying Bitcoin. And then people are just sitting there going, no, I don't trust it. You don't trust it? Billions of dollars being spent by all these companies buying Bitcoin, and you don't trust Bitcoin. Your government and governments around the world talking about buying Bitcoin are buying Bitcoin, and you don't trust it. You done lost your mind. There's no reason for me to talk to you. There's no reason for me to speak with you. Right? I could love you. I could really like you. But at that moment, that's when it dawns on me that, yeah, I can't, that's a bad decision on my part. And sleep with a dog with fleas, you get fleas. Just saying. So yeah, I think about stuff like that. You think you have a 401k until we have a market crash. Oh, yep. And here's the kicker. Market crashes. Nobody goes to jail. Somebody caused it. Nobody goes to jail. And now you're stuck trying to figure out if your 401k is ever going to recover. So for me, it's, again, I tell my kids, when they no longer can match what you put in, stop there, invest your own money. Stop there. You could say, oh, well, I could put in 10,000 more. Why would you? You've maxed out the free money. Don't go any place beyond that. Now you got the free money. That's good. Let it rock. Take the rest, invest elsewhere. Crypto, stocks, bonds, do direct. Have somebody do it for you. I told you, my friend Veronica, she's like a cousin. Veronica, she's like, yo, I invested my money, right? With this crew over here, 12%. Not bad, respectable, right? For 1 year, respectable. But she made 30% on her own. She's like, F that. I'm going to be yanking out my money and doing it myself. Because I'm doing better than them. I'm doing better than them. I mean, think about this. Look at the mutual funds. They tell you what they're buying into. Look at all the places that you want to invest in. They tell you what they're buying into, what they've bought into, what they currently hold, the percentages. They tell you all this. Yet you still want to give them your money so they can charge you to do what? To do what that you can't do on your own? Yes, I'll be putting this in the book. The new book. Just saying. Just saying. You are stuck waiting on funds coming into your bank, and that was taking their customers' checking and savings. Yep. I hadn't smoked pot since my teens. A millennial friend wanted to smoke with me. He freaked out when one took his entire joint of designer weed and passed out. Pharmaceuticals. That's why they're pharmaceuticals now. Mentally, you're going to start realizing when you walk down the street, you're going to hear people talking about how they make money. You don't give a rat's behind about how I make money. What you care about is how I make my money make money. I'll say it again. You don't care that I own a web hosting company. We do all this stuff with crypto and PayPal and credit cards. You don't care about that. You don't care that I own a business management consulting firm. You don't care about that. How I make money is how I make money. What I do to have my money make money, now that's interesting. That's interesting. I started looking around, started looking at different shows, and I come across a few shows, and a lot of the shows are billionaires talking about how they made money. I'm like, but you had a couple of bucks. You had opportunities given to you that other people don't have. Does that count? What does my man's song say? Not like us? Just saying. Just saying. Snoop Dogg, mind on my money on my mind. Damn real. Damn real. I don't care how Hutanik makes his money. I don't care how VJ makes her money. I don't care how Kush Hands makes his money or her money. I don't care about how any of you make your money. I care that we're sharing information that helps all of us have our money make money. That's what I care about. I mean, unless you call me up and go, hey, yo, you have a management consulting firm. This is what you do. Hey, I need your help. Now, that's a different conversation. But I don't care about how you make your money. I care that you've got money and you're interested in investing that money. Investing is when your money makes money. Saving is when your money makes somebody else money. Let that wash over you for a minute. Just let that tingle all around your body. Want me to say it again? Investing is how you have your money make money. Saving is how your money makes money for other people. I don't know how else to put it. I think that's pretty clear. Dynasty Vision, what's good? Thank you for that. The only savings is in life is not spending less. Is spending less, I mean. I disagree. The only reason why I disagree is because if I have it to spend, why can't I spend it? If it's bringing me joy or my family joy, right? But I get what you mean. It's not the buying of stuff. It's not the buying of stuff. It's remove yourself from the stuff, right? You know, Dynasty, it's all about the money. It's all about the money. So it's living that, it's defining what makes your life happy and then living that life. I'm not going to begrudge you because you want to take a trip and you want to spend some money or something like that. But for the most part, Hutanik is right. It's about not spending frivolously. It doesn't mean you shouldn't have fun. You know what I mean? But I don't have to blow money for the sake of blowing money. Right? And a lot of people do. A lot of people do. From the car that they drive to the house that they have. I don't live in a massive house. I live in a nice size house because I got 4 kids. Big difference. and I'm not a little guy, so my kids ain't little either. They need their space. Right? So I was lucky enough to be able to be where I'm at. Now, do we splurge on things? Every now and then. But you have to figure out the kind of life you. So when I co-wrote the book on college recruiting way back, like 2022, something like that, I told kids to start all the way down the road where they want to be. What's the lifestyle you want to live? Once you've determined the lifestyle you want to live, then you could walk that in a straight line backwards. This is what you have to do to make that goal, to actually make that goal real. People were raised to work hard and for money instead of working the backs off of money. I'm not sure what you mean there, Rick. Not quite sure what you mean there. I bought the house I grew up in. My parents have a huge house. I said, I will buy your house and we can switch. He said, it's not enough room. I was like, didn't 4 of us grow up here? Jim DeMille, what's going on? So yeah, when I sit back and I think about what I tell my kids and the money that they're spending, what they're spending it on, my kids mostly save. I only have one kid that doesn't save, and she'll learn. But most of my kids save, and most of them don't even save; they invest. My oldest son, he doesn't see money until after investments. Until after investments, then bills, then he sees money. That's dope. And no, he never read that book. He never read that book. He got it from mommy and daddy. That's how he learned. New York City trip just got moved up January 14th through February 2nd. I'm still good. I told you I'll make it happen, bro. I told you I'll make it happen. So we'll figure it out when you get here. We'll figure out your schedule, and then we'll figure it out, and we'll do a special live with us there. So everybody, New York City, sometime between January 14th and February 2nd, Joaquin and I will be getting together, and all of you are welcome to meet up with us, and if you can make it to New York. So some point during there, we'll figure out a date, and then we'll make that date happen. We'll solidify the date, and then we'll get the date out there, and we'll have like a mini Grow My Bag get together. How's that? That's actually pretty cool. It won't be big, I know that, but officially that would be the first one. Officially, that would be the first one. Anyway, everybody, this is Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. I hope you like what I'm doing. If you do, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and if you can, become a big bagger. Big baggers come with big benefits. If you're a big bagger, you already know what you get. For those that don't know, what you get is a monthly video conference call, and we've got more stuff coming. We've been testing for a while. We're still testing. Huskers was good. We're still testing because we want it to be as good as we possibly can make the new platform. The new platform will be a social media platform supporting the Grow My Bag community. And we've got more coming. It's not just the platform. It's beyond the platform. It's beyond the platform. Anyway, everybody, thank you so much for your time, your patience, and putting up with me yammering and all that good stuff. I hope you all have a